that we're going to be listening to. Don't forget the World Cup is ongoing across three countries: the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And it's getting entertaining. It's getting the surprises are there, upset, the shock, the entertainment, a lot of things that uh, comes with this goodie bag of the 2026 World Cup. We've seen a lot. Currently, right now, Argentina is playing against Austria. And right now, another moment for the GOAT debate to start again. Everybody are looking up to their task, watching what will the GOATs do today. Just in some corner, the way some people say, what will the GOAT do differently today? Good evening and welcome to your sports radio show. Yes, your evening sports radio show on your favorite frequency, WFM Women Radio 91.7. My name is Drema Oluwaferomi Omoniyi. I'm your favorite engineer, sportscaster, and I will not be doing the program alone this evening. I have my sport co-pilot in the studio with me. Dami is in the studio, and I'm very, very certain she has a lot of things to say from what has transpired from last week to this moment. Don't forget, Cape Verde, they are the favorite. They are the bride, the favorite bride in the World Cup at the moment. Among all African countries participating, they have abolished the first, and right now they've established the second. They played against Spain the first time. We thought it was a fluke, but against Uruguay says a lot about them. I'll be back after this time, and then we'll go strictly into the stories we have this evening. Once again, good evening, bonsoir.
Brasil, Uruguay, Argentina, US, England, South Africa, España, México, Japan, Korea. From the day you were born.
Okay, Dami, good evening and welcome to the Sports Radio Show.
Is the World Cup here, and like you said, he's also another stage for the growth. Austria against Argentina. Both sides want to say this is because this could be the final for who trust their group. So they really want to look forward to it.
Oh, okay, quickly. I think I got. There's an information. Yeah, Argentina against Austria. I think Lionel Messi. Is this a joke? Missed the penalty. Dami, are you there with me?
Yes, I can hear you. You missed the penalty, no?
Yes, Lionel Messi missed the penalty. The conversation is just starting. Dami, are you ready for this conversation? Checking there.
Well, well, I'm actually thinking about the possibilities of a penalty in that game because if you look at Austria's defense, they are not the best in terms of discipline, and if you look at their bookings and the number of goals they have conceded, fouls in the tournament, the qualifiers, and now into the tournament, it's a thing of concern. And the fact that he lost his penalty, I don't know what to say, but then he still leads the goal scoring of award. So that's what I think to say. So it's not a bad one. Then he could give himself.
Ooh, I'm just checking it now, trying to get the replay of the to check the penalty again and see how Messi missed that penalty. Prayer to you, Baba. Ilutile. Prayer to you. Everybody go collect on the street of dragging. We go drag everybody. Last week was Ronaldo. Messi, can he redeem himself today? Let me even see this penalty because I missed it. Let me check it again. Yes. What again? The button is open. I want to take calls this evening. 07000 917 I just hope Messi will be able to redeem himself this evening because the way that are lying, there are a lot of tongues that are lying. Lungs of condemnation are waiting for Messi. They will just condemn him. Okay, Dami, let's start with the FA Cup. It's no longer news that Ikorodu City, they have moved to the final of the FA Cup. They will be playing against Academy Warriors. I mean, from you, it looks as if it has been coming for a while, and it looks as if finally Ikorodu City finally got what they've been anticipating. Don't forget, last season they finished. They were stopped at the semi-final. This time they got to the final. That means Ikorodu City against Academy. Don't you think this is a chance for them to make a continental slot? Don't forget, last season they missed it by Wizards. This season they missed it by Wizards. Right now it has been placed. It's also placed in their hands, and they also have to grab it, either to grab it or to miss it again by Wizards. Tell me from your own point of view.
Jeremiah, if you remember, I don't know if you were in the stadium for that game, the Eliko Stadium, where we were to watch Nigeria Affairs and Rivers against the FA Cup, and then there was Abia Warriors and Academy Warriors, and Academy Warriors just got promoted that time to the NPFL, and that was
yes. That was last season.
That was the same year. Yes.
Yes. Under the tutelage of coach.
Dubao, Ali Dubao.
Yes. Thank you. Ali Dubao,
yeah. So that same season they went to Continental. So the thing is, Ikorodu City are in a very bad position. They lost the Continental in the regular season to Shooting Stars because they lost their game against Rangers, who won the league. So they know that for any chance in the Continental, the fans are dreaming of it. The technical staff wants it. The players want it. They know that they have to give their 150%, not even 100% against Academy. Academy are finalists. They are specialists when it comes to final. They have been there before. They have taken it. They know what it is. So, and the fact that we have another guy in Turkey from CAF to qualify for the continent is another motivation for them. So, may the best team win. Yes.
May the best team. Let's start from the female category, Dami. The finalists. Let's get your reaction about that.
Yes, we are going to have for the finalists. We are going to have Bulobo, who are going to play in the final against Atlant. And I like the fact that the game has been put in a neutral ground, so there will be no cause of saying there is bribery or corruption or any matters arising. We know how Nigeria football can so dirty. If you look at the regular season, Robo went to Super 6, but they did not go far. They were joint last of their group in the Super 6, and Atlant narrowly escaped relegation in the regular season. So I think it's going to be a battle of you have to be clinical. When you have your chance, you have to take it. And if you look at Robo, they boast one of the most impressive attacks. The numbers of goals they can compete with. They even competed with the winner, the league winner, Edo Queens, the biggest players of the NWSL. So I think right now the odds still favors Robo, but then you can't say it is an underdog story. Remember that underdog story of Morocco in against Portugal. They made it into the semi-final. So it's the same thing we have in our hands right now. You can't just say a team is an underdog, but they have to play. So that's just what I think it's going to be. It's going to be a big game, and it's going to be exactly one of that, I'm sure.
Okay, we are taking World Cup stories. We are also taking other stories happening in Nigeria. Quickly, let me just read the lineup between Argentina and Austria right away for you. Emiliano Martinez, he is the goalkeeper for Argentina. Molina, yes, Molina is there. Cristian Romero, while also Lisandro Martinez both plays from the center back, and also Medina as well too is also there. The Paul, McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, and Amanda, they play him from the midfield there. And then don't forget the 4-4-2 formation, Lionel Messi and Lisandro Martinez. They're top there, trying to cause the offset. And so let's start from Austria. We have the goalkeeper, the guy who is now the hero right now so far in the last 15 minutes. Talking about Sri Lanka, talking about Poach, talking about Danso, talking about David Alaba. Don't forget the captain himself and Lema. Both players do all the defense role. We have Zalanja too. I want to believe they are siblings, and also Seward, and also we have Sabista, yes, and also we have Wana and Schmidt, and we have Greg Rorich. Don't put. I'm so sorry. It's not the language that I speak. It's not an English word, but that's just the way we have there. Yeah, don't forget that the coach of Austria, if you remember, gang pressing, gang, everything is gang. I'm talking about Ralf Rangnick, and also talking about the coach of Argentina, Lionel Scaloni as well too. That's just the way it is there. Quickly, let's book the story. Galatasaray to offer Osimhen the number 9 shirt and captaincy. Don't you think that this is too big for Osimhen to handle at the moment? Damn it.
I think some clubs just put themselves in a very physical position. Because what do you mean by because Mario Icardi has left the club, you want to hand the captaincy over to Osimhen? Why? On what grounds? On what metrics? Are they not players that are older than him in the sport, more experienced than him in the sport? Do you think it's a golden egg that cannot be broken? And I think they want to play it safe in a way that they don't want him to leave. You know, these incentives, they want him to stay in the club. You know, he's already a fan table, right? And what more could be better than giving him the captaincy and number 9? You can give him the jersey, that's fine by me. Who cares? But giving him the captaincy does not sit right with me. And it might cause a little bit of rowdiness in the dressing. But what is mine? It is Galatasaray's ball, and it's in their court. They are free to play it the way they wish.
It looks as if Dami is not even interested in whatever they want to do. Whatever they like, they should just do it. She doesn't care at all. That's another thing there. Okay, don't forget the goal line is still barren there. Goalless there between Argentina and Austria. Let's move away. Let's talk about other stories here for your delight. I'm talking about Folarin Balogun. Don't forget Folarin so far. Yes, Folarin so far is still is flying high. Yes, as United States of America, they have qualified to the next round of the FIFA World Cup. Yes, that's just the way it is. Folarin Balogun presently, he has one of the highest goal scorers. Yes, among the Nigerian descent. Yes, at the World Cup at the moment. The World Cup has seen a lot of teams scoring goals, bountiful goals from right, left, center, middle, above. One of the ones you see, Sweden that lost to Netherlands by 5 goals, over 4 goals there. That was the game there between Sweden and Netherlands. It shows about how nobody is really giving up. Is succumbing to this. Okay, Dami, let's pick this. Yesterday was Father's Day, and we didn't get to celebrate Father's Day because the show was not on, but we are going to talk about it today. And one thing that really, I can say one thing that depicts or describes fatherly love is something that I want to talk about, and that's about Jeremy Doku, Dami. We're in a world where most times people always talk about it that fathers are not always present for their children. Doku is going to be abandoning the World Cup to stay with his wife, who is set to deliver who is set to deliver both couples' first child. And let me use that word. I don't know if they're legally married, but let me just use that word. Please borrow me that word. Dami, some people have said that what kind of man is he? Why in some corner,
So let's look at
they have praised him that is a man, that is not a weakling.
by the father. They are accusing the innovators.
I mean, we're trying to hear you.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Continue, please.
So let's look at the two sides of the issue. Let's look at the sides of the issue. Remember this thing that happened to Doku? It also happened to him holding to Euros 24, I think. And he had to leave Indian staff for him to go and deal with his wife who wanted to do better at that time. And bear in mind, it wasn't even his first title. Jeremiah. Can you hear me, Jeremiah?
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
It wasn't even his first title. And the British media praised him. He's a good. But now, there's no expecting with his wife. They are legally married. Because I know you asked about that. They are legally married. And the thing is that He's going to be and he's going to be kept on a very regimented training section so that once he comes back to the camp, once he comes back to Belgium camp, he can fix it off with the Belgium back again. So I don't think there's anything bad. He's not saying that the Belgium football association has to put his bill of traveling. He did not say everybody should have to help him pay. The only excuse is I want to take about 2 to 3 days off to be with my family and to come back to the camp. And if you look at it, in the period of when he will be away, it will just be like a game or two. So I want to ask you, Jeremiah, your family and your job. Your job that even in the next World Cup, you might not be coached.
What is the
Then
next
your
World
family
Cup?
that will
He
be
can be
with
benched in the next game. You are saying next World Cup.
Okay,
Is it not? Have we not,
and
have we not
what is-
witnessed
what
a
is-
situation whereby a player was sent off from the camp?
Okay, just imagine that. And then there's Wataru Endo, this Liverpool midfielder. He actually become because of this. So sometimes I look at the way people this is his family we are talking about. At the end of the day, we have to treat athletes as respect. We should not look them at the community. They are human beings. So we respect them and their family.
For me, on this show, I will award. I will just award Jeremy Doku. What I'm going to call him is, there's something they call father. There's something they call father of the. There's something they call father of the year. Father of the year, and that's what I'm going to call Jeremy Doku. That for the year 2026, the father of the year is Jeremy Doku. Somebody who is at the, I think, the highest tournament in his life and his career, but leaving that aside to stay with his wife. That means no matter how busy you say you are or you are at the moment, family should always come first. Family stands first, because when all ships are down, the only thing you can fall back to is your family. And I think that's a very good one. That's a good example that even the youth can learn. Don't only learn where athletes are just using, where they are spending money, they are clubbing, they are buying this. All this is not bad. I don't have anything against it. Buying nice ride. This should also be an example for you that, if somebody that is as influential, has money, and so busy could dedicate time for his family, how much more you for your kids, for your wife. It's not when they are almost dying. No, for your wife, for your kids. And I think that's something that we can learn from. Thank you so much, Dami, for that contribution. And the phone line is still open. Is 07917 917. Doku, for me, is my man of the year. Father of the year. Doku. Okay, let's move away from that. Let's talk about the results of games played so far. Let's also put it to you that Brazil, yes, Brazil looking like, okay, they've moved to the next round. Okay, let's talk about some country, the T and the T's. The T and the T, Turkey and Tunisia. Tell me, your coach, your first. I saw when you were saying, Abraham is coming to take over, blah, blah. And I was expecting that by now you should tell me that, do you know what my coach has done? That means your coach, Abraham. He did not only send Turkey packing, he carried them.
Well, I don't understand why. I don't understand why this rotation takes this kind of mistake. The coach brought it from the qualifiers. The coach that brought one of the best and one of the best at his job. He brought it to the World Cup. He lost against a more superior side and decided to sack that coach. And you brought in Adriana, who has never in his life coached a North African team. I really do not understand these things. I really do not. And if you look at records in terms of World Cup appearances, Tunisia has the most appearances in terms of World Cup, but it has never counted for anything. They are never passing the group stage. They always eliminated in the group stage. This is their 7th World Cup appearance. They have never made it up with the stage. The federation keep chopping management. It's just so erratic. And if you look at the press conference, one of their players actually laughed out at the federation. He said, let's look at Korea. Let's look at Japan. These guys have structure and they keep calling the same guys every year. This is what it's supposed to be. But us, they did everything and they said that. They did everything. I'm sure that guy in the next World Cup after we will not be called
Not
again.
coming again.
Because he actually said them down in that interview. He spoke everything that I'm sure that the fans of Tunisia will want to hear. And he's actually right. He's actually right. You have to have a structure. You have to have a system. When you are not Nigerian.
That means shall throws under the bus. What you will do now? It's yours. It's yours. We are still talking about the World Cup. Yes, the World Cup story is ongoing. Everything, a lot of things is happening. Let's see if we can just pick one transfer story right away before we go for the break. Then and we come back again and continue. But let's see. I'll take a transfer story right away. Don't forget that Ruben Amorim is now in charge at Milan. Yes, Ruben Amorim is now in charge at Milan. Yes, let's move. Let's talk about something. RB Leipzig have also confirmed Martin Demichelis as their new coach. Yes, he was with Red Bull. Yes, at one point, and also according to the street of record, Lionel Messi needs to score one more goal to be the top goal scorer ever in the World Cup history, surpassing Klose. That's the German guy at the moment. Well, we're still talking about. Let's move away. Let's talk about something again. Manchester United as well too. They are in the news. They have confirmed that they have secured the majority of the land required to build a new 100,000-seater stadium. Do you think that's what Manchester United need right now? The club is still not solid. Is it because they made it to the Champions League? Do they want what happened to Liverpool, to Arsenal, to happen to them? The Arsenal were building stadium. They were not buying players. Tell me. I'm skeptical about this. I'm skeptical about this. Why does Enzo Maresca looks like Pep Guardiola like this? This can be scary. This can be scaring the likes of Mikel Arteta and the rest of others. Because it looks like Pep Guardiola. Wow. Officially already, Enzo Maresca, yes, he has joined already and is already involved with the transfer strategy of the club. Yes. Okay. We are still talking about it as well. So that. That's it. Okay, let's look at the games. The results of games that were played so far. Egypt, they've secured their first ever win at the World Cup. Yes, and that was yesterday when that's Egypt. Egypt defeated. Okay, I'm coming now. Just get that right away. Okay, so that's just yeah. For Egypt, there was the games they won, the first ever game at the World Cup. Also, Saudi Arabia lost to Spain by 4-0. Egypt defeated New Zealand by 3-1. Uruguay and Cape Verde played a 2-2 draw. Belgium against Iran played a barren draw there. Tunisia as well, and Japan 4-0. Tunisia out of the tournament already. They lost to Japan by 4-0. Okay, we need to take the break right now. We'll be back after this timeout. Stay tuned, please.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Nigeria, a nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live together, and grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
HB 1349 ní nọ́mbà ìwé òfin ilé aṣòfin 1349. HB 1349 ó wà fún àwọn ipò tí a fi pamọ́ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin ní ilé aṣòfin àgbà, ilé aṣòfin aṣojú àti àwọn ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀. Tí o bá fọwọ́ sí HB 1349, ìjọba wa yóò dára sí i. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a panupọ̀ kí a sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ilé aṣòfin wa kí wọ́n dìbò fún HB 1349 fún Nàìjíríà tó dára. Tí o bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún HB 1349 kí o fi ìfilọ̀ ìránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkéde yìí wá láti Women Radio 91.7.
Remember how mom would wake up early, make us breakfast, and uniforms?
We have to do something special for her.
So let's make this money fair.
Surprise your mom with a trip to Zanzibar this 2026 in the 3 Crowns Mom of the Year competition. Write a note using each letter of her name and submit with a picture of 5,000 Naira worth of 3 Crowns on www.3crowns.com.ng or at our collection centers for your chance to win. T's and C's apply. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms. Happy families.
otu ụmụ nwaanyị na-agbasa ozi Women Radio Membership n'olu bekee na-ejikọ gị na ụmụ nwaanyị azụmahịa ndị ọzọ, ndị ọchụnta ego, ụmụ akwụkwọ, ndị nlekwa ezinụlọ, ndị ọrụ ugbo na ndị ezumike nka dị na steeti 36 nke Naịjirịa. Dịka onye otu ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi, azụmahịa gị bụ nke a ga-akwalitere gị n'efu n'igwe mgbasa ozi ụmụ nwaanyị. Ị ga-enwetakwazi ihe nrite ihe ọma ndị dị ịtụnanya dị iche iche ma nwetakwazi ohere ịnọ ma sonyere ihe omume anyị gasị. Tinye Women Radio app n'ekwentị gị taa ka iwee nụrụ olu gị n'igwe mgbasa ozi. Debanye aha n'efu na wfm917.com ma gbaa mbọ hụ na ị na-etonyere otu chịkọtara ụmụ nwaanyị igwe mgbasa ozi. Ọ nwere nzikọrịta ozi Facebook, ọ bụ otu ma Alpha Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program NAMIP na HIJAP ha na-akwado otu abụ Women Radio Membership.
You looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
Ayé ìgbádùn tó fẹ́ jẹ, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń ná owó rẹ̀. Ètò tuntun tó ń bọ̀ lórí Women Radio 91.7 yóò kọ́ ọ bí a ṣe ń náwó, bí a ṣe ń tọ́jú owó, àti bí o ṣe lè ní owó tó pọ̀ jaburata. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Amọ́ni yóò kọ́ ọ ní ètò ìṣúná bí o ṣe lè lo owó rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti lọ́nà tó yẹ. Lórí Amọ́ni, kò sáyè ìsápamọ́ torí kò yáwó, kò sáyè ọ̀nkú bí o tí ì jẹun bẹ̀ yẹn. A ó kọ́ ọ bí o ṣe ń náwó, bí o ṣe ń tọ́jú owó, àti bí o ṣe lè dá wà láàyè ara rẹ̀. Pàdé wa lórí Women Radio 91.7 ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Tuesday láago 3:00 ọ̀sán. Women Radio 91.7 ohùn fún obìnrin. Amọ́ni, gbogbo obìnrin ní láti gbọ́.
What happens when a woman finally gets the mic? She talks about the business she built with 10,000 naira, the family she holds together, the change she's fighting for in her community. But too many of those stories never make it on radio until now. On Wednesday, 24 June, Form 1 steps into the Women Radio studio to talk real solutions on her lens, how to build financial resilience, strengthen communities, and make sure no woman is left behind. It's practical, it's your voice too, because when women speak, communities move. Form 1 on her lens, on your Women Radio, building financial resilience for Nigerian women.
Are you a business owner, freelancer, or salary earner in Lagos State? Taxes are not just bills to pay. Taxes are investments to develop your Lagos and your future. Women Radio, WFM 91.7, in partnership with Lagos Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, bring you Tax Radio every Wednesday at 5 p.m. and every Friday at 6:05 p.m. with tax experts on your tax rights and tax obligations in Lagos. Tax Radio with LIRS on Women Radio, WFM 91.7, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and Fridays at 6:05 p.m. Empower yourself with your tax rights and obligations in Lagos.
Women Radio 91.7, amplifying women's voices every hour, every day.
Okay, welcome back to the Sports Radio Show. Your favorite frequency, WFM 91.7. The phone line is open. It's 07000 917 917. Yeah, we still have about 20 minutes to talk sports this evening. Quickly, let me just put it very short grassroots news here for your delight as well too, so that we can, even while we talk about the World Cup, we shouldn't forget about the grassroots as well. And talk about the Redemption City Football Tournament season 2. You know, we've talked about it before. Let's talk about the final game. It's going to be between Markborough FC and Millie FC. These guys are like newcomers. One of the people where I was even expecting the defending champions. Unfortunately, they will be fighting for the third place, and that's between Future Bright FA and Best Talent FC. And that's just the way it is. It's going to be on Saturday this weekend on the 27th of June. Yes, that's the Big View Academy. Yeah, that's where the game is going to be. Yes, this Saturday. You have to be there if you love grassroots football. Grassroots football, you have to be there. Let me say the time, 4 p.m. for the final, 12 noon for the 12 noon. Yes, for the third place. And also, there's also an innovative match. That's Ogun State above 50 FC and Redemption City above 50 FC. So it means there's this, maybe you are above 50 and you are interested in playing football. Maybe you've always been playing football and because of work and all those things. There is a club. Yes, they call them the above 50 FC. Yes. So if you are 50 or you're above 50 and you want to keep fit, you still want to play football, you want to do soccer, I think that's the time for you to go and watch this game. You can catch up with them, meet old folks, people that are 50 and above. You meet with them, you catch up with them, you relax, and I think that's just it. And don't forget, the fact that this month is the men's mental month, where mental awareness, where as a man, always be aware of your environment, your body, your mind, your soul. Always be aware, be sensitive about it. Check when you need to check. Don't fall sick before you start doing some checking. Check now. And one of the ways to check also is when you participate in sports, when you play football, when you kick ball, and you run from one place to another. You are trying to You're trying to get yourself You're trying to get yourself energetic. You're going to get yourself rejuvenated. And I think that's another way. You're gonna have it there. Okay. Let's move away from there. We still have other stories. I believe Dami is still here with me in the studio. Dami.
I'm here. I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, Dami, what's happening? Your goat is here to score. Okay. So, Dami, let's talk about African countries at the World Cup at the moment. Let's talk about them. Currently, Morocco has 4 points. Yes, as well too. Ivory Coast has 3 points. They lost almost at the 9 minutes to Germany on Saturday. And also we have Tunisia out already, so there's no doubt about that. And also in Egypt, they tops the table with 4 points in Group G, while we have Cape Verde also 2 points. If they beat Saudi Arabia later this week, they get a chance to finish top of the table or second. At least they get a chance to get to the next round. And also, we also have Senegal. Yes, Senegal, they lost. Senegal as well, too. They lost their first game. They lost their first game. And this time around, they will be playing against Norway. And also, we also have Algeria as well too. They lost their first game. Let's see as it goes when they will be playing against Jordan. Yes, both Algeria and Jordan, they lost also first game. DR Congo as well, they have 1 point. They have a game against Colombia as well too. We also have Ghana, who also won their first game as well in the second position. I'm talking about African countries at the moment. If you look at those teams that have already been ruled for third place, You see Sweden, Scotland, Paraguay, Cape Verde, Belgium, Portugal, Czech, and Ecuador. Those are the countries so far that have been ruled for third place. The ones that have made it to the knockout, you see Mexico, we see Canada as well too. We see United States of America and Germany as well too. These are the countries that have made it here. Dami, can you still hear me? Okay, yes, I'm one of the, and for me, I think one of the country, African country that has really surprised me is Cape Verde. Okay, Dami, we're trying to get you. I can't hear you again. It's Cape Verde. Cape Verde for me, they really surprised me. Okay, what do we have here?
Everything you need.
Okay, Argentina has now scored. Yes, go. Lionel Messi is there. Lionel Messi has just scored for Argentina. Yes. Finally, Messi got what he wanted. Yes. I don't know why Ben is. Are you Messi's agent? Why are you excited? Calm down now. So, Lionel Messi, yes. Finally, Messi has scored for Argentina. And right now, I said that earlier. I said right now, he has now become the all-time highest goal scorer. Yes, at the World Cup. All-time highest goal scorer at the World Cup. At the moment, as we speak. Okay. That's a good one for Messi there. That's a good one for him there. Congratulations to Messi. Let's see as it goes. Let's see if Austria will get the ball back, or they will succumb to this defeat. Let's take this break. We'll be back. The phone line is still open. 07009179117.
You from the day you were born here in this place. You belong, you've been disgraced. What broke you once made you strong. Let's go. You face the way. Only one step away. Through it all, just do it again. And you get to because you know what it takes. The building will breathe at the top of your game. Feel it, got everything you need. Now bring it.
Okay, welcome back. Let me take this news there. Talking from the coach of the Cape Verde team, saying that they came to the World Cup with a big dream. They came with a big dream. Yes, and that's the way, and that's the reason. That's the secret to their high-flying performance at the World Cup. Talking about the head coach of Cape Verde, Pedro Bobista Brito. He said that the resilience and the unity of the Blue Sharks after their 2-2 draw against two-time world champion Uruguay is as a result of their big dreams. As a result of their big dream. That's why this is a cue for you to dream big. If you dream big, you can beat a two-time world champion. That's another one. That's another update too. Don't say I don't give you update too. Dream big. Dream big. Dream big. The phone line is 0.07009179117. What are the things that have really surprised you, or what are the things you've really enjoyed the most so far at the ongoing World Cup? For me, it's the goal scoring. Most of the games, it's only few occasions you get to see that a game ended without a goal. Most of the games you've always been seeing goals coming on board. Like this, for example, Argentina, Austria at the moment, goal is already coming in, flying in from our angle. In a particular team, in a particular game, 6 goals were scored. Another game, 4 goals. You know, I think for me that's another one. Another one again is the success of African countries so far the tournament. Looking at the fact that before, only one African country always make it through to the knockout stage, or at most 2. But right now, it's looking as if we're going to get more than 3 African countries. Ivory Coast is one of them. Cape Verde is looking like one. Egypt is looking like one. Senegal. Even as a matter of fact, South Africa is not the write-off so far. They can still make it to the knockout stage. Yes. Don't forget that they played a draw against South Korea. And now they were playing their last game. And that last game, if they win, they get 4 points. They get 4 points. And that's, I think, for me, that's something again that people should to look at it. So for me, I think African countries' performance so far, or their performances so far at the World Cup, for me, has been scintillating, has been an eye-flying one, and I'm proud of that. Another shocking one for me so far at the World Cup is Belgium. I wasn't expecting them to be performing the way they are performing at the moment. It looks as if they are performing below par. Sweden as well too. I was expecting them to do better. Not getting so much from them at the moment. Another team again is Turkey. Turkey disappointed me. Yes, Turkey also out of the tournament as well too. Yes, let me also put it out. Turkey out of the tournament as well too. I was expecting them to do better. I was expecting them to do better, but unfortunately, Turkey, things are not going fine for them. They are going back to their country. Come on, it's a lot. Okay. I think, do we still have Dami back on there? Okay. Okay, we're still having a conversation around the World Cup. Let's see some iconic story about the World Cup. Story, yes, about the World Cup. I think one of the ones I will give you is the Senegalese player. Who has joined the ranks of Pele, yes, and Messi and Yayu. That's talking about Mbaye, became one of the youngest players to score at the World Cup. I think that's one thing again. Another history set at the World Cup. Yes, Pele announcing himself in 1958, and also Lionel Messi, teenager, Senegal teenage player, Ibrahim Mbaye has become one of the among the youngest goal scorer at this tournament. Mbaye was just 18, or he's just 8. Yeah, was just 18 years and 143 days when he scored. When he scored, and he became the youngest African ever to score at the tournament, and one of the youngest players to achieve the feat globally. So for me, I think that's another one. That's another one. Mbaye scoring for Senegal. That's already set another record. Let's also see what are also the iconic moments at the World Cup that we can talk about. At the moment. Let's see. The time is running, but we're still gonna talk about it.
You from the day you were born here in this place. You belong. You've been disgraced. What broke you up made you strong. Only one step away. Through it all, just do it again. And you get to because you know what it takes to be living with me at the top of your game. You got everything you need. Everything and it's just contagious, you know.
Manchester United, man. You're talking about Wayne Rooney, who says that there were always that when it comes to being a manager, forget it. There's always regret in situations and circumstances around it. That everything doesn't go rosy. There's always regret. That one is certain. Just take it like that. Just take it like that. Don't forget, Rooney was appointed deputy counting balls in January 2021 after a successful caretaker spell. But his time at the Price Park was marred by the Rams' financial trouble, and he left in June 2022 following relegation to League One. He said his recent job was against Plymouth, and he left by just mutual consent after overseeing 4 wins and 13 defeats in 23 championship games during the 2024-2025 season. The Brigands like Pediam ended up being relegated to the League One. When they asked him that, Oga Rooney, what is your? He said, Charlie, you see this job, regret the deal. It be like best way they sell salt. But they go and say, Alpha, he said, sometimes you go just tell me you open them down, make breeze enter. Now voila. You close them again, no problem. You say everything, the risk they this job. What of the risk now say regret they there. They go out to say, why I play this player, I will go collect records. Currently, Bros Ronnie he don't leave coaching for now. He don't do podiatry. It's not easy. He don't leave that job. That's what he do some people like Gary Neville. Someone like Gary Neville at 1.2, he was coaching, and the coaching was not even coaching him well. He had to leave the job. Currently, Rooney is at the World Cup doing punditry team. He was part of the punditry team for the 2026 World Cup. Let's see what's going on again in the world. Yes, between Argentina and Austria. Now it's halftime already. 1-0 so far. The goal from Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi has already silenced people that wanted to criticize him. Critics were ready. They wanted to cheat him. They want to drag him like generator. Eventually, he has escaped it. Okay. Let's see what games we'll be having again later this evening. As well too. Another games we'll be having as well too. This today we have France against Iraq. Yes, France against Iraq. If France wins this game, they now move to the next round. To the round of 32. Okay, our time is running fast already, and we need to call it a day. Thank you so much for everyone who has participated. I would love your feedbacks. Every time you send them to us, we always acknowledge them. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next week. And then by that time, I strongly believe that at least we're going to have about 3 African countries. By that time, either South Africa will go back to their house or they will still remain in America and as well to other African countries. Don't forget that Hakimi and Partey's case is still wavering and it's causing a lot of eat out here and there, yes, in the social space. We'll be talking again next week. I strongly believe that I'm going to meet you next week, and you're going to hear my voice as well next week. God bless Nigeria. God bless WFM. God bless me. God bless you. God bless you greatly. I'll see you again next week. Stay tuned. Bye bye. I love you so much. Bye bye.